What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Touchdowns to Home Runs. My name's Bernie, and today we're going to be looking at what the Golden State Warriors could potentially be doing with the number 2 pick in the NBA draft. The Golden State Warriors finished the 2019-20 season with the league's worst record at 15-50. The draft lottery was held on August 20th, where the Warriors had 14% odds at the number 1 pick, but will now be picking number 2 when the draft does come in October. For next year, the Warriors are still clear contenders. They have the returning players of Curry, Wiggins, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green, so they're definitely going to be very good next year. But with the high pick, they have a few options. They could either pick at number 2 or potentially even trade down, and that's what we're going to be breaking down today. Probably the most likely option is for the Golden State Warriors to draft 7'1", 235-pound center James Wiseman. James Wiseman only played 3 games last year at Memphis, where he averaged 19.7 points per game, 10.7 rebounds, and 3 blocks. In his limited 66 minutes, opponents also only shot 33% while he was on the court. Early on in the season, James Wiseman was suspended 12 games for accepting living expenses while he was in high school, and then later withdrew from the University of Memphis altogether to prepare for the NBA draft. When we're looking at James Wiseman, the real standout here is his elite size. Not only is he 7 feet, but he also has a 7'6" wingspan. But he's still agile, can jump, and is light on his feet. He's one of the best young shot blockers, and he can both score and defend in the paint. He's a good rebounder and is really good at creating his own second chances, especially with offensive rebounds. James Wiseman would really help the Warriors, especially by fixing their depth at the 5 position. Wiseman is probably an immediate starter, and since the Warriors are contenders, picking an immediate starter makes the most sense. Before we go over the next 2 potential draft candidates, I want to go over some of the potential trades. Because the Warriors are a win-now team, they might want to trade down for the 2nd pick and see what packages they could potentially get from more bottom-feeder teams like the Knicks and the Wizards. The first potential trade we have is from the New York Knicks. The Knicks went into the draft lottery with high hopes and 28% odds to land a top 3 pick. They ended up falling from number 6 and will now be drafting at the number 8 position. The Knicks have been really keen on looking at LaMelo Ball, a possible guy who could potentially pair with RJ Barrett. A potential package that would come back for the Warriors would be some combination of Randall Nicolina and the 8th overall pick. For the Warriors, this would do a few different things. It would allow them to take a little bit of pressure off the number 2 pick and allow them a little bit more freedom when picking in the 8th spot. This would also give them a bit more bench depth and also a bit more depth at the 4 position. The next potential trade comes from the Washington Wizards. Going into the draft lottery, they were projected to pick number 9, and that's still where they're going to be picking come the draft in October. Their star last year, John Wall, only played 32 games, and the Warriors ended the 2019-20 season with a 25-47 record. With the Wizards being weak at the 5 spot, they could definitely use a guy like James Wiseman at the 2 spot. And a potential return package for the Warriors would be something like the 9, Beal, and Mo Wagner. For the Warriors, this would also give them a lot more freedom and take the pressure off of the number 2 pick. They would also get a superstar caliber player in Bradley Beal and also more depth in Wagner at the 5. With it being very likely that the Golden State Warriors could potentially trade down, we're now going to be looking at the potential draft picks that they could be getting at number 8 or number 9. The first guy that we're going to be looking at is 6'7", 215-pound small forward and power forward Patrick Williams. Patrick Williams just played his freshman season at Florida State University, where he made the ACC All-Freshman First Team and ACC Most Improved Player. In 2019-20, he played 22.5 minutes per game, where he averaged 9.2 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 of each assists, steals, and blocks. In the Warriors system, Williams would be more of a project guy just given the Warriors' depth, but for a freshman one-and-done guy of Williams' caliber, he's already a solid defender and playmaker. He has good defensive instincts, can stop fast breaks, and offensively is really good off the pick and roll. For the Warriors in the upcoming season, Patrick Williams could be some good depth for Draymond Green and Andrew Wiggins, and further down the line, you could expect him to develop into a future star. The final guy that we're going to be looking at today is 6'8", 215-pound small forward Sadiq Bay. Sadiq Bay just finished his sophomore season at Villanova, where he averaged 16.1 points per game, which was almost double what he did last year, 4.7 rebounds, 2.4 assists, and shot just over 45% from 3. He's an elite catch-and-shoot player who plays with high energy. He can defend both inside and the perimeter and is really good at abusing mismatches and using his strength, size, and length to his advantage. He would fit the Warriors system and their spacing system really well, although he would be a bench player coming off the bench and potentially playing with one of the shooters. They could definitely do some damage. If you guys made it to this point in the video, thank you. If you're a Golden State Warriors fan or just an NBA fan, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys think the Golden State Warriors should do with this second overall pick. If you guys aren't already and you like today's content, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.